everyone?
No gavel.
Nope, that's fine. Good evening. We're inside here, get a little cool from this little heat outside, huh? It's a beautiful night, though. I'd like to call the council meeting to order and have a roll call.
Alderperson Robinson.
Present.
Hurt.
Here.
Maynard.
Here.
Swanson. Here. Parker.
Here.
Poulos.
Here.
Healy.
Here.
And Mayor Tomes.
Here. All right. Could we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence, please? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Public comment. There is none. All these people, and there's no public comment. I bet you we can find something to say here. All right. We are, just for everybody's knowledge, we are going to move 17A, item 17A, up to 7A. So we're going to be moving that up to help people out. So we have item number 6.
Minutes from the May 13th, 2024 study session and city council meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as printed. Second.
Moved to second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Item 7.
Minutes from the April 2022-2024 closed session meeting.
Move to approve the closed session minutes. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. All right, now we got item 17, I guess to be B.
Report from the city manager regarding the appointment of Tim McLeod as police chief.
Mark?
Move to appoint Timothy McLeod as.
You want to turn your microphone on?
Is that better?
Yes.
Move to approve the recommendation to appoint Timothy McLeod as police chief.
Second.
Moved and second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Oh, I guess there's a roll
I
call
was
for
gonna
this. I apologize. Roll call.
Alderperson Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Okay. Well, we are going to take a little pause and we're going to swear the new chief in. What are you on?
Wife and kids want to come up?
Just to let everybody know that the McLeod's son is watching via Zoom or whatever from Singapore. So we do have a long distance. He wins for the longest person away to come see this. All right. Very good. Here we go.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Timothy McLeod, do solemnly swear
I, Timothy McLeod, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and the laws of the United States,
and the laws of the United States,
the Constitution and the laws of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution and the laws of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the City of Rock Island,
the ordinances of the City of Rock Island,
and the rules and regulations
and the rules and the regulations
of the Rock Island Police Department.
of the Rock Island Police Department.
I further swear
I further swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all duties incumbent on me
all duties incumbent on me
as police chief,
as police chief,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
and understanding.
and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
He makes everybody else do it. There you go. Chief, if you'd like to say something, go for it.
Well, I would like to take a minute to say thank you to City Council, to the mayor, and to the city manager for this opportunity. And it's been a privilege of mine to serve the city and the citizens of Rock Island, but it is my highest honor to be chosen as your chief of police. I wouldn't be standing here today, though, if it weren't for my wife and my children. Again, thank you for the opportunity you have given me, for the responsibility that you've entrusted me with, and the faith that you've shown me. I won't let you down.
Thank you very much. How's everything in Singapore?
Pretty good.
Well, certainly glad you could join us.
Yes.
All right, get back to work, sailor.
All right. I'll call you guys later.
Well, and thank you for
Outstanding.
your
Well done.
service as well.
Yeah. Thank him for the service.
Thank you.
All right. We now have item 8A.
Presentation of the annual Historic Preservation Awards. Linda Anderson.
Good evening.
Linda, you want to turn on the mic. There's a button right below the. There you go.
That one?
I could
Okay.
turn it on too. Right on.
So March, as we know, is Historic Preservation Month, and I'm pleased to represent the preservation community in Rock Island. First off, I think a lot of times when we come before you to talk about preservation, we really fail to acknowledge the role that the city plays in preservation in Rock Island. I know a lot of people get all confused because we have a Rock Island Preservation Commission and a Rock Island Preservation Society, and we have a whole bunch of different things that say Rock Island something something. So I did want to point out that the Rock Island Preservation Commission is a city commission, and we do, or I do anyway, for sure, but thank the city for having such a commission, for deciding to support one and to give us a mechanism to actually nominate and protect specific structures in Rock Island that are deemed historically significant in our town. I was surprised to find out how many we actually have. We actually have 40 designated landmarks, 42, I believe, after our last commission meeting. And we have one local historic district, which is Highland Park. We also have National Register historic districts like the downtown
and Broadway, and those are all always well known. They do not come with the restrictions that come with somebody that has an actual Rock Island preservation listing. We have more National Register sites in Rock Island than any of the other communities on this side of the river. We'll never probably catch up with Davenport because they had a full-time employee 20, 30 years ago that spent all of her time putting things in Davenport on the National Register. So we would have a lot of work to do to get that far. But anyway, tonight, before I really get really started, I do want to thank the city staff for all your help. So give them a round of applause tonight, too. Sure. That's okay. So the first project we would like to recognize tonight is the construction of an appropriate garage for a landmarked home, the Leonard Drack House at 836 22nd Street. Owners Robin and Mark McVeigh constructed a garage except for its auto doors, looks like it could have been built decades ago. The owners constructed the garage with a steeply pitched roof and clapboard siding that is made from cement wood fiber material rather than less expensive vinyl. The gables have been trimmed with wood shingles, replicating existing trim on the house, and the windows are vintage, salvaged, double hung. Architect Leonard Drack, local architect Leonard Drack, designed and built this home for his family in 1904. He was a partner in the firm of Drack and Kearns, which designed many prominent buildings, including the Rock Island Downtown Public Library, the London Building, now Quad City Arts, and Studio 483, the Sala Apartment Building, and Emmanuel Lutheran Church, now Grace City Cathedral. The home has been in the current family for over 3 decades, and the owners taking care of the home today are descendants of from Robin's family. Because the home is an official Rock Island landmark, as of 1994, the owners are required to get approval from the Preservation Commission before they can construct a garage on their property, and they gladly did so. Now we'd like to recognize Robin and Mark McVeigh for a job well done.
She'll take your photo here, and we'll.
One of the reasons why, when I moved here from Chicagoland, I chose to live in Rock Island, and it was because of the preservation effort. And it's a good resource to draw people into this community. And I've been here for over 30 years, and I just wanted to put a plug in for that.
Thank you.
Our next award goes to the Rock Island Bible Church, purchased and their membership. The membership purchased the former Broadway Presbyterian Church in November of 2022. Under the leadership of Pastor Doug Rowland and with the help of congregational members, volunteers, and local contractors, repairmen, and restoration project managers, restoration of the building began. Tuck pointing of the exterior stonework and chimneys was done by Bi-State Masonry, a company located here in Rock Island. This included tuck pointing around existing stones and replacements for the few that were missing or broken. They used original stone found on the grounds to make these replacements. To replicate the historic tuck pointing, custom convex trowels had to be created, a notable attention to detail. The church also repaired and replaced missing gutters and downspouts on the building. Some of the original downspouts had been stolen. Some of the gutters were deteriorated. Sections that needed to be replaced were done so with color-matched patina to not take away from the originals. In other areas, existing gutters, too deteriorated to hold water, were saved by lining them with aluminum. Gutter work was done by Mike Schwartz, of Schwartz Roofing and Gutters from Davenport. Mike also repaired and repainted the building's exterior trim and wood windows and sills. The tall steeple at the north side of the building was painted in off-white and topped with an inlaid cross accented in blue. Further exterior work involved repairing and replacing exterior lighting. Although our awards are not based on interior work, the Bible Church has not neglected their interior. Here work was focused on needed maintenance and repairs, including the boiler, plumbing, and plaster repair. The plaster repair is reportedly being done by a skilled member of their congregation. Pastor Rowland is not here tonight. He is serving on a mission in Guatemala, and somehow that does not surprise us. But here tonight to receive the award is Church Elder D.J. Bradley. Please join us in recognizing the members of the Rock Island Bible Church for their outstanding exterior restoration and repair of their church. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. I guess we're at item 8B. 8B.
Proclamation declaring May as Motorcycle Awareness Month. Whereas safety is the highest priority for the highways and streets of our city and state, and whereas the great state of Illinois is proud to be a national leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness, and whereas motorcycles are a primary common and economical means of transportation that reduce fuel consumption and road wear and contributes in a significant way to the relief of traffic and parking congestion. And whereas it is especially meaningful that the citizens of our city and state be aware of motorcycles on the roadways and recognize the importance of motorcycle safety. And whereas the members of Abate of Illinois, Inc., a brotherhood aimed toward education, continually promotes the safety, education, and awareness in high school drivers' education programs and to the general public in our city and state, presenting motorcycle awareness programs to over 120,000 participants in Illinois over the past 7 years. And whereas all motorcyclists should join Abate of Illinois in actively promoting the safe operations of motorcycles as well as promoting motorcycle safety, education awareness, and respect of all citizens of our city and state. And whereas the motorcyclists of Illinois have contributed extensive volunteerism and money to national and community charitable organizations. And whereas during the month of May, all roadway users should unite in the safe sharing of roadways within the city of Rock Island and throughout the great state of Illinois.
Now, therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, in recognition of over 352,318 registered motorcyclists statewide, and in the recognition of their continued role in Illinois, served as a leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2024 as Motorcycle Awareness Month in the City of Rock Island, Illinois, and urge all motorists to join in an effort to improve safety and awareness on our roadways. Now, I don't see anybody here. I know Jason talked about being here, but I don't see him. No one here? You don't want to ride my motorcycle? All right, next item.
Proclamation declaring June as Pride Month, whereas LGBTQ plus communities of Rock Island are an integral part of the vibrant culture and climate of Rock Island, and whereas the diverse LGBTQ plus community continues to contribute to the widespread academic, economic, artistic, and social spheres within and around our greater community. And whereas this month of June was designated Pride Month to commemorate the Stonewall riots, which occurred in June of 1969, and are generally recognized as the catalyst of the LGBTQ plus rights movement. And whereas the city of Rock Island remains committed to protecting the civil rights of LGBTQ plus communities, as the power and purpose of this iconic event proved vital in all our unified efforts to forge a more open and just society. And whereas Rock Island's active and involved LGBTQ plus communities make an indelible impact upon the quality of life in Rock Island, and Pride Month serves as a call to our collective consciousness to persist the fight to eradicate prejudice and discrimination everywhere. Now, the mayor's proclamation.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, along with the members of the City Council, do hereby proclaim June 2024 as Pride Month in the city of Rock Island and encourage all Rock Islanders to recognize the enduring efforts and ongoing contributions of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender communities within our city and our country. Chase, you want to, can whoever? Oh, you bet. She'll take a picture too if you want. You're in it, buddy.
I did.
Yeah, you're fine. Thank you. Here, you can take this. Oh, you bet. Thank you. And if you wish to say a few things, that'd be great.
That shirt's awesome, by the way.
Thank you. It's the old logo. We got to bring it back, folks. As Chase stated, we did not dress for the occasion. We just came from a very rambunctious middle school group, and we didn't want to look like squares in front of them. So you get the outcome of that. My name is Adam Peters. I am the Director of Operations at Clock Inc. LGBTQ Community Center here in Rock Island. We just want to thank the City of Rock Island for issuing this Pride Proclamation. It recognizes and celebrates the vibrant diversity and resilience of our QCA LGBT plus community. This acknowledgement reaffirms our collective commitment to fostering inclusivity, equality, and love for all individuals. Clock Inc. LGBT plus Community Center has been proud to reside in Rock Island for 5 years now. And when I say that, we mean that from the bottom of our hearts. You are the only city that puts pride flags on poles in the downtown area in the Quad Cities. That is a signal to so many people that they are accepted here. And I want to thank you for that support. The support from the community is incredible in Rock Island, and we want to take a moment to give thanks to all of those who have helped us keep the doors open to offer our life-saving services, with a very special thank you to Alderwoman Swanson and Mayor Tomes for their consistent and firm allyship. Happy Pride to all Rock Islanders, and cheers to a city that makes all LGBT plus folks feel at home. And just a reminder, QC Pride Fest is held at Schwiebert Park on May 31st and June 1st. We hope to see you all there, especially at 5 p.m. on Friday, May 31st, to dunk Mayor Tomes in our Clock Inc. Dunk Tank
You could have gone
fundraiser.
without that, but okay.
That is the perfect time to get out any frustrations you may have and raise money for an incredible, worthy cause. Thank you so much.
And what is the route that comes across Centennial Bridge? And
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
Take
what-
down Third. It goes down Third.
Yeah, so the Pride Parade starts in Davenport, comes over, and then goes to Schwiebert Park.
Yes.
And then the Pride Festival is on Friday and Saturday all day long.
Okay. You're gonna have that water nice and warm for me, aren't you?
You're the first one up, so you're warming it up. So all bets are off.
Is
Thank you.
Kai, is Kai doing it again, or?
They're
Be
out of town.
Yeah.
They made a donation instead.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Next is Update Rock Island. We have a couple items here. Party in the Park. Calling all youth. The Rock Island Police Department and the Police Community Relations Commission invite you to kick it with a cop by participating in a friendly game of kickball between the kids and the Rock Island police officers. This will be Wednesday, May 22nd. The game is just one of many free activities being offered as we celebrate the grand reopening of Douglas Park after years of renovations and improvements. Stay for a party in the park and enjoy games, free hot dogs, refreshments, Kone Ice, and more. No need to register, just show up May 22nd from 5 to 7 at Douglas Park, 18th Avenue and 9th Street, and join in the fun. Get ready to swim. Whitewater Junction opens for the season this Saturday, May 25th at 10 a.m. Go down the water slides, play in the water features, or swim in the 0 depth to 9 foot deep pool. Admission is $10 for ages 12 and older and $7 for 3 to 11. Rock Island Unplugged. Come meet your elected leaders and department heads next week on Wednesday, May 29th, and take part in a casual town hall style discussion that we call Unplugged at the Stern Center, 1713 3rd Avenue in Rock Island. The event begins at 6 p.m. and free hot or appetizers, beverages, and cash bar will be offered. Come hear the latest updates about all Rock Island events, projects, plans, and issues, and get answers to your questions. If you're not able to attend in person, you can email questions in advance to Community Engagement Manager Sarah Hayden at hayden.sarah@rigov.org. That's HAYDEN.SARAH@rigov.org. Rock Island has an Olympian. Congratulations to Rock Island High School class of 2018 graduate Courtney Lindsay, who is headed to the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. Great deal. Which begins July 26th. Team USA recently secured their spot during the World Athletics Relays in the Bahamas on the 24th. Courtney will officially qualify during the Olympic trials next month in Eugene, Oregon. He holds the fastest time in the men's 200-meter event this year. What a way to honor the Rock Island and the school. One last item. The City of Rock Island employees raised over $500 during the coin wars held over the past 2 weeks. Great job. Started out a little slow, but boy, it picked up quick. All funds raised go toward the Quad City Heart Walk held here in Rock Island, Schriever Park on Saturday, June 8th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Schriever Park, 9 a.m., Saturday, June 8th. If you would like to join in the American Heart Association Heart Walk, Rock Island, please email gange.samantha@rigov.org. That's GANGE.SAMANTHA@RIGOV.org to sign up. And the police department won this at this point. Yeah, we tried to change that, but it didn't quite work. They came alive at the end. All right. We are then at item number 10.
A, presentations of the CY 2024 first quarter financial management reports. Ms. Sager.
I'm so disappointed. I thought the audience was here for me.
Yeah.
They all left. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Not as exciting, I guess.
Let me see.
Oh no! I promise it's exciting.
I wonder if that was planned.
Oh, they don't want to hear about the financials.
Numbers or the police playing kickball?
I guess.
You know, or the chief.
Well, good evening, Mayor, members of City Council. Before you tonight are the first quarter financials for 2024. I'm not going to read the memo before you that was in the packet. The first quarter benchmark for revenues and expenditures is 25%. The general fund, which you know is used to account for most departments and some of the smaller funds, reported revenue at 16% and expenditures at 24%. As I mentioned in the memo, some of the tax revenue that was received in January and February was accrued back to 2023, which is typically how we proceed. So I'll touch on that a little bit more as we get to the charts that are towards the back of the packet. Special revenue funds such as Public Library Fund reported revenue at 2% and expenditures at 20%. The TIF districts, which are all combined together, reported revenue at 2%, while expenditures were reported at 8%. The largest source of revenue for both the library and the TIF funds is property tax revenue, and we anticipate the first distribution at the end of this month, so you'll see those numbers increase with the second quarter financials. The Riverboat Gaming Fund revenue was at 14% and expenditures were at 0%. We just received the invoices for the debt that we have to transfer, so we'll be transferring those payments from the debt service fund at towards the middle of June, and then again in December. So you'll see those numbers increase with those, the second quarter financials, and then again with the fourth quarter financials. ARPA expenditures were budgeted at approximately $16 million for 2024, and actual expenditures for the quarter totaled 13% of the budget. The Martin Luther King Community Center Operations Fund reported revenue at 23% and expenditures at 25%, while the Community and Economic Development Fund reported revenue at 19% and expenditures at 11% at the end of March. Enterprise funds such as water, wastewater, stormwater, and solid waste funds reported revenue above the 25% benchmark, and expenses for water, wastewater, and stormwater were below the benchmark, while expenses for solid waste were above the benchmark at 27%. The Parks and Recreation Fund revenue was at 11%, again because of the property tax revenue distribution, and expenses were reported at 17%. Closing journal entries for the Sunset Marina need to be performed once the city's annual audit is completed. Once those entries are done, first quarter will be reconciled and will more accurately reflect revenue and expenditures for 2024. If you noticed in the report, it looked a little off, and that's why we just haven't done some of the closing journal entries that need to be done that we'll do once the audit is done. The MLK Community Center Fund reported revenue at 29% and expenses at 24%. So at about 50% of the general fund revenue is received from state and local taxes. As I mentioned before, the majority of the tax revenue that was received in January and February was accrued back to 2023. So you'll notice some of the categories only note 2 months of distributions when you're looking at the charts that had all of the state tax revenues. This is our typical process because the state receives the revenue and disseminates the payments 2 to 3 months behind. At the end of the first quarter, income tax revenue was at 25% of the budgeted amount. Replacement tax revenue was at 20.7% of the budgeted amount at the end of March. In reviewing distributions this morning that we received in May, it's on track to meet the budgeted amount of $6.2 million. Again, in reviewing those distributions that we received in May, sales tax is on track to exceed the budgeted amount of $3.1 million, while local option sales tax is slightly below the targeted benchmark at 23.2%. Telecommunication tax and use tax are also below the targeted benchmark of 25%. They are at 22.1% and 22.5% respectively. Municipal utility tax, local food and beverage tax, and gaming tax revenue are all slightly below the benchmark as well. They are all at 22.5%, 23.8%, and 22.9%. Overall, these percentages are fairly consistent with where we were with first quarter of 2023, so we are not concerned. We ended 2023 pretty strong where revenue was, and we're right where we were at 2023. Finally, the monthly investment interest report indicates the average interest rates that were paid out during the first quarter months varied. Some of the investment rates rose consistently, while some increased and then had a slight decrease. The city received a combined total of just over $650,000 in interest in the first quarter. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have at this time.
We got any questions? Thank you. Wonderful. Some good numbers. All right. Item 11, A through F.
Consent agenda items A through F.
Move to approve consent agenda items A through F.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 12, A through C.
I can read them all for council, or we can allow claims items A through C.
Motion to allow claim items A through C.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Due to the nature of my employment, I need to recuse myself from this vote.
Roll call.
Alderperson Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
And Swanson.
Aye.
Item 13A.
Report from the city attorney regarding a voluntary collection agreement with Airbnb Inc.
Move to award the contract and authorize the city manager to execute the documents with minor attorney modifications.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 13B.
Report from Administration and the ARPA Tourism Committee regarding an agreement with Friends of Longview Park for the improvement and revitalization of Longview Park Conservatory and Lagoon in the amount of $60,000 ARPA unrestricted funds.
Move to approve the agreement and authorize city manager to execute the documents, subject to minor attorney modifications.
Second.
Ooh. Go. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
There you go. Item 14A.
Special ordinance regarding the proposed amendments to the sewer use ordinance, second reading.
Move to pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 14B.
Special ordinance regarding establishing updating policies and procedures for the sale of residently zoned city-owned vacant lots, second reading.
Motion to pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
No.
Item 14C.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding amendments to the city's zoning ordinance for outdoor storage, automobile repair use, and industrial zoning districts. First reading.
Motion to approve the amendments and consider the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
14D.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding amendments to the Preservation Commission ordinance. First reading.
Move to approve the amendments and suspend the rules and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 14E.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department and Legal Department regarding amendments to the Junkyard Ordinance, Chapter 8, Article 8, first reading.
Motion to approve the amendments and consider the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 14F.
Report from the City Attorney regarding an ordinance amending Chapter 15, Article 9, Hotel Motel Tax, Section 15-51 of the Rock Island Code of Ordinances.
Move to consider the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 15A.
A request from the Finance Department regarding a budget adjustment to the Capital Improvement Streets Fund 302 in the amount of $1 million for revenue and $16,258 for expenditures.
Move to approve the budget adjustment as recommended.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 16A.
Report from the Library Department regarding the reallocation of a portion of CIP funds to the downtown library's exterior stone preventive maintenance project not to exceed $67,000.
Move to reallocate $67,000 of CIP funds towards the downtown library's exterior stone preventative maintenance project.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 16B.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding the 2024 Community Development Block Grant CDBG Annual Action Plan.
Motion to approve the 2024 CDBG Annual Action Plan as recommended.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Due to my position on the Martin Luther King Center board, I need to recuse myself.
Okay, roll call.
Oh, wait.
Excuse me.
And unfortunately, due to my husband's volunteer commitments, I have to recuse myself as well.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 17A.
B.
B.
Or, excuse me, B. I apologize.
Appointment of Mayor Pro Tem through May of 2025.
Motion to appoint Alderman Randy Hurt as Mayor Pro Tem.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Oh, roll call.
I just wanted to, he had been appointed as Mayor Pro Tem in the past, but he was fortunate enough to get it right during the middle of COVID. So he really did not have the opportunity to take on the responsibilities that position brings.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 18A.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding an activity application for the Rock Island Grand Prix to be held on Saturday, August 31st from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, September 1st from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Move to approve the event as recommended.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roger, you going to talk about it? You're okay? Okay. Yep. Once or twice.
Were you able to get the construction? Were you able to work around the construction this year?
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to, I need to go to the mic then, Roger, please.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I think we have a reasonable plan that I think you've all seen. It's basically the only other option, but when you eliminate the streets that are under construction and the streets that are important to remain open because they're under construction, this seemed to be the best plan. So there are a few little nicks and dents here and there, but Public Works has worked with us well in the past, and I'm sure those won't be an obstacle. So we just need to have approval so we can move ahead.
Good deal. Oh, looking forward to it.
Just to add to that, because of the change in the race route, I did vet this with Lieutenant James Morris from our police department, as well as Mike Bartels, as well as Jack Cullen. The downtown and the route that was chosen or that is in your packet was all doable, agreeable among those parties.
Yeah, I had a discussion with two of them, and there was a minor suggestion that was easy to fix, so I think we're good to go.
Great.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. You volunteered a lot of years on this. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Item 18B.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Tierra Wells of Rock Island to close off streets between 9th and 10th Avenue at 14th and a half Street on Saturday, June 1, 2024 from 3 to 6 p.m. for a graduation block party.
Move to approve the request as recommended.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
And Parker.
Aye.
Okay. Item 19, other business. New business. Comments?
Just a comment that for those who do want to go down to the Backwater Gamble shows, they are going to start this coming Sunday. and they'll be Sunday and Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. And wait, there's more. There's no charge to get in. The first few shows will be a thrill show, and then they will have a theme show after that. That's the intent.
That's great. That's great. I don't know, it's maybe premature, but I think you guys are trying to get the nationals in a couple years or something.
We have submitted a bid for the international competition. Will be right now. I believe there are 7 countries that are putting a bid in or putting application to compete. That is a week-long competition, and it's some of the finest that you will ever see.
In my understanding, Visit Quad Cities is helping with that also.
They are, and again, we've put a lot of time and effort into it. And it is just a bid. There are several cities that are bidding for it, so we're going to do the best we can and try to bring it here to the Quad Cities, because we think well, I don't think we have the best. We do have the best show site in the United States. So for them to, if they would give up or not take advantage of that.
There you go. Okay. Anybody else?
I was able to attend an event this weekend to welcome in the new superintendent, Dr. Sharon Williams. So she's really interested in hearing from everyone at this council on different issues or different ways of how the school district and the city council can work together going forward. So she's really doing her due diligence, is trying to find out what issues are pending within the city, within the schools, and trying to find how the citizens feel that she can do her job a little bit better. So
great. Yeah, I chatted with her for a second.
I think she has one more meet and greet at the King Center on the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken.
And they're working on setting up
like
a meeting with us individually too.
Right.
So, yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Want to let all residents of Rock Island's 5th Ward, that's from the river to 18th Avenue between 17th and 30th Streets, that we're going to be having a 5th Ward meeting on Wednesday, June 5th, 5:30 p.m. at the Harburg Estate. We're going to be talking about our favorite subject, housing, specifically blighted, abandoned, vacant, nuisance properties. The Community and Economic Development Department has done a fabulous job in developing the vacant, abandoned, and foreclosed registry. How that program is working in partnership with our residential demolition program, and of course the new land bank. Mary Chapel from the regional land bank is going to be in attendance as well. So all of these interlocking pieces of what are we doing about these several homes in Rock Island that are just sitting there. It's a priority for the 5th Ward, and so I wanted to give my constituents an opportunity to come and hear about what we're doing. So again, Wednesday, June 5th, 5:30 p.m. at Harburg. I'm going to try to have pizza there.
Very good. All right. If there's nothing else, I'm ready for item 20.
Closed session 5 ILCS 122C1, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, and ILCS 122C2, collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, and deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees.
Move to go into a closed session for the exceptions cited.
Second.
Move to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.